And this is Sahira. Super excited to be back here today. Good to have you. Welcome on board. And this is your channel where you hear everything migration, infotainment, healthy lifestyle, and so on. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so immediately. Like and share our videos. Hit the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the all important notification so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. Keep it logged right here because this is where you get all the latest. What are we talking about today? Let's go there.
In today's video, we will be telling you about the various options for U.S. H-1B visa holders looking to move to Canada. Holders of H-1B visas pursuing U.S. green cards may find it quicker and easier to obtain Canadian permanent residency instead. Canada's express entry system is pool-based, allowing the highest-ranking candidates to move to the front of the line for permanent residency. Many H-1B workers can be competitive candidates in the express entry system, which prioritizes skilled foreign workers by awarding points based on higher education, skilled work experience, and strong language proficiency. In contrast, the U.S.'s H-1B system's pathway to a green card is much more complicated. Not only is it dependent on external factors including a lottery system and employer sponsorship, but the wait times are based on the applicant's country of origin and can vary greatly. For those U.S. H-1B workers looking for more stability, here are some ways to move to Canada, including Express Entry Pathway, Provincial Nominee Program Pathway, Intra-Company Transfers, TFWP Work Permit, International Experience. Foreigners generally look forward to studying, working, and settling in America after getting legal status through non-immigrant visas, green cards, or other immigration routes. However, of late, international students and foreign workers are having a tough time trying to figure out what could be the impact of Trump's immigration policies on them. Foreign workers and overseas students are on edge due to Trump's executive order on birthright citizenship and his support for American jobs. There's often criticism of the H-1B visa program for potentially displacing local workers. What's your perspective on balancing this dynamic? The H-1B visa is important for filling skill shortages, particularly in tech, healthcare, and engineering. Concerns about displacing local workers exist, but the program is designed to complement, rather than compete with, the domestic workforce. Businesses tap into this global talent pool to improve productivity, which in turn allows them to invest in training for local employees.
It's also worth noting that President Trump, while opposed to illegal immigration, supports legal pathways like the H-1B visa. His recent backing of the H-1B program, along with support from close advisors like Elon Musk, provides a strong endorsement for the H-1B visa in the USA. How do prolonged green card backlogs impact the lives of international students and professionals, and what reforms would you advocate for? Green card delays can disrupt long-term planning for international students and professionals. These issues underscore the urgent need for immigration reform. Suggestions like increasing visa limits and using technology to speed up processing could make a big difference. These changes would reduce uncertainty and ensure that the U.S. remains a top destination for skilled workers. How has President Trump's stance on immigration influenced the opportunities for legal immigration, particularly through the H-1B visa? For many Indians eyeing opportunities in the U.S., the future looks bright. The U.S. values its diverse mix of people, and Indians have become key players in its universities, tech sectors, and businesses. While President Trump has expressed opposition to illegal immigration, he's shown support for legal pathways like the H-1B visa, which is encouraging. Plus, having close advisors like Elon Musk who advocate for high-skilled immigration in the form of H-1B visas adds another layer of strong support. America is still very much a place where dreams can come true, and the ongoing arrival of skilled folks only boosts its role in the global economy. So, how can someone move to Canada as a permanent resident? Under its latest immigration levels plan, Canada is looking to welcome over 360,000 immigrants annually in the coming years. Express entry. One way you can obtain permanent residence is through Canada's Express Entry system. Express Entry is an online application management system that ranks candidates based on factors such as their age, education, work experience, and language proficiency. Periodically, the federal government invites the highest-ranking candidates to apply for PR through Express Entry. That means that well-qualified candidates go to the front of the immigration line. Moreover, once you submit an application for PR through this system, the standard processing time is just 6 months. To be eligible for Express Entry, you must meet the requirements of one of Canada's 3 federally managed immigration programs: the Canadian Experience Class CC, the Federal Skilled Worker Program FWSP, or the Federal Skilled Trades Program FSTP. If your score in the Express Entry system is high enough, you may be able to apply for PR before moving to Canada. If you have a lower score, you may be able to increase your chances by moving to Canada on a work permit first, as you can obtain additional points in Express Entry for Canadian work experience. The score you need to be successful may be lower if you qualify for category-based selection, which prioritizes candidates with in-demand occupations such as those in healthcare, trades, and STEM. If you obtain PR through Express Entry, your spouse and your dependents on your application will also obtain PR. Provincial Nominee Programs. If you don't qualify for Express Entry, or if you have a low score, your best option for pursuing Canadian PR may be the Provincial Nominee Program PNP. To get PR through a PNP, you must demonstrate an intent to reside in the province or territory from which you seek a nomination. To pursue PR through the PNP, determine which stream S you're eligible for, and then follow the PNP's process to be considered for nomination. Obtaining PR through the PNP is a 2-step process. First, you must obtain a provincial nomination, and next, you must apply to the federal government for PR. Canada currently has over 80 provincial immigration streams. For some of these streams, you can apply for nomination directly to the PNP, provided you meet the requirements, which may include having a qualifying job offer from an employer in the province.
For other streams, you must be invited by the PNP to apply for nomination out of a provincially managed expression of interest EOI pool. Many provinces have immigration streams tailored to attract highly skilled workers in occupations such as healthcare and tech. If you obtain PR through a provincial nomination, your spouse and your dependents on your application will also obtain PR. Moving to Canada as a temporary foreign worker. Due to a surge in demand and a vast number of qualified candidates in Canada, the country's PR pathways have become increasingly competitive. If you don't have a high enough CRS score for Express Entry and are not able to get a provincial nomination, you can move to Canada temporarily on a work permit. Working in Canada on a work permit can allow you to gain Canadian work experience, which can increase your points for Express Entry, or even provide you with a job offer that allows you to qualify for nomination by a PNP. Here are some options to move to Canada as a foreign worker. What about intra-company transfers? This immigration option is available to foreign workers employed by companies outside of Canada that have a parent, subsidiary, branch, or affiliate in Canada, excluding franchises or license agreements. To qualify, the foreign worker must meet the following criteria: have at least 1 year of full-time employment with the company in the last 3 years, be transferring to a similar position with the Canadian entity, be employed in a permanent, ongoing role at the Canadian location. This pathway is designed for executives, managers, and employees with specialized knowledge. While there is a maximum duration of stay under this program, it can serve as a stepping stone to permanent residency options. What about spousal open work permits SOWP? When moving to Canada as a PR, your spouse will generally get PR with you at the same time, provided that you included your spouse on your application. If you are moving to Canada on a work permit, on the other hand, you'll have to make specific arrangements for your spouse's legal status in Canada. In many cases, such as for work permits under FTA letters, ICTs, and the TFWP, your spouse may be eligible to apply for a spousal open work permit SOWP, which will provide them with legal authorization to work in Canada. SOWPs are not tied to a specific employer. On a SOWP, your spouse can work for most employers in most industries in Canada. Requirements for SOWPs vary depending on the nature of the primary work permit holder's work permit. To apply for a SOWP, refer to the eligibility requirements and follow the instructions specific to your work permit program. And that brings us to the end of today's video regarding the various options for US H-1B visa holders looking to move to Canada. If you found this information valuable and you're eager for more most updated information and immigration tips to successfully migrate, then kindly like and share our videos and subscribe to this channel. Then don't forget to hit the notification button to have all our future videos. If you need help, however, with specifics or individualized services in particular, please feel free to contact us by electronic mail and let's create this success story together. Thank you and see you at the next video.